to you by the City of Marinette. And just so you know, the Marinette Rec Department, you can check out the kids' summer camps today. So that's coming up very
Isn't that
soon.
crazy? Yes.
I know.
Yes.
And we have Mr. Corey Lambie with us today.
Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, we're hanging in there, aren't
Yes,
we?
yes, we are. Enjoying this weather.
Yes.
And spring break for our students and staff right now, so it's a great time.
I bet.
They come back after this week, and it really, like you said, getting ready for summer programming.
Yes.
We've got our 4K, 5K showcase night coming up next week on the 20th. So,
oh my goodness.
Just a busy time of year, but it's a good busy.
It is a good busy.
Yes.
I know. I wish every day could be like yesterday. 63 degrees.
Oh, wasn't that gorgeous?
It was beautiful.
That was. It gives you
beautiful.
that spring fever.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But you and Marinette School District have a ton of stuff
We do.
happening.
We do. Lots of celebrations.
Yes.
Last week, and I don't always recognize all the groups depending upon when I'm on, but all of our folks work so hard. Last week was National School Social Workers Week, where you
Yes.
recognize those resources. And Marinette School District is fortunate enough to have one social worker at every one of our 4 buildings.
Wow.
So at the high school, it's Kathy DeWitt. At the middle school, it's Katie Kinney. At the intermediate school, we've got Marissa Nault. And then over at our primary school, we've got Rebecca Seafeld. All 4 of those ladies just so passionate about what they do. So because it was National School Social Workers Week last week, I thought timing was good. Let's do that now. I know other times we've got National School Nurses Week and counselors and teachers. So it was just the timing was right. So I wanted to start with that group. And then as we transition from our winter sports, which have wrapped up, and get ready for the spring sports, we've got some things going on that, just to recognize some of those kids that have taken part in our co-curriculars. We had 2 state qualifying wrestlers, one on the female side. Jasleen qualified for the girls state wrestling tournament and also was a second team all-conference in the NEC.
Wow.
Jackson qualified for the boys at the state level and was also second team all-conference. And then we also had 2 boys that made the honorable mention.
Ooh.
And let me make sure we've got those names on here so we can give them some proper recognition. Where the heck are they now?
Oh,
I got to find those. I'll get those to you. I thought Mary Ann put those on here, but I'll certainly check for those. But just working our way through that.
wow. That's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yes.
What else we got?
So our girls basketball team
Yes.
won back-to-back NEC conference championships.
Jeepers.
Yes, and then they won the regional championship and went to sectionals, and they were knocked out by a Shawano team that was very good.
Yeah.
It was a great season, though. Another great year for our girls.
Yes.
Our boys wrapped up their season with a hard-fought battle to Green Bay West in the regionals. They lost a very close one there. Our high school powerlifting team went to Appleton last week for the Wisconsin State Championship. Team Marinette brought home a second place Raw men's team championships. That was good. Our high school bowling team participated and competed last week at state, and they placed 6th. Ooh. And they missed the step ladder finals by just 6 pins. So we appreciate, Jake DeShane and Nick Day are the coaches for that crew, and we appreciate all that they do. NWTC sponsors every year in conjunction with Samuel Pressure Vessel an event called This Girl Can to try and promote young ladies to get involved in the area of technical education, specifically in the area of welding. Exactly. And they gained some hands-on experience in that field. So very thankful for that connection with NWTC and Samuel Pressure Vessel to work with that. And as I mentioned earlier, our 4K, 5K preview night and open house, Thursday, March 20th from 4:30 to 5:30. So families, if you're out there with a 4K or 5K student looking to get them enrolled in Marinette School District, bring them out to the preview night on the 20th of next week and just take a walk around.
So they have to be 4 years old?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So our 4K program is for our 4-year-olds, and then our 5K is for our 5-year-olds. That's our kindergarten program.
My granddaughter's only 3. So
oh, okay.
Well,
you'll have to check her birth date, and certainly you can still come and take a walk around just to see the wonderful things, to get some information. Yes.
She would.
Intermediate school also, for the month of February, they had the Happy Hearts Club celebrating American Heart Health Month. So a special thank you to our PTO for all that they do at both of our elementary buildings to sponsor those types of events.
I'm just reading.
Yes.
So student dress up days
Yep.
for it. Jazzercise and sweating to the 80s workout gear. I
Yes.
love it.
Yes, yeah, there were some pictures that unfortunately we don't have access to on the radio, but some pictures of staff as well as students understanding
That
what
is
the
awesome.
80s were all about, right?
Yes.
With the leg warmers and the headbands. So,
Oh my gosh,
yes,
yes,
yep,
I
a
love
little,
it.
Little flashback in time.
Sweating to the oldies.
Yep. And speaking of that engagement of staff,
Yes.
and not just staff, but also community. I know it took place in February, and we talked about kicking it off last month when I was here. Marinette Middle School, in conjunction with the Rec Center,
Yeah.
hosted a cabin fever night in
Yes.
February. They had over 270 families, I think close to 300 total participants, families and students. So students were encouraged and I believe required to have an adult join them. So it was just a
Oh.
great event where they could participate in all that the Rec Center has to offer. Some kids were just sitting in the bleachers reading. Others were walking. Others were in the turf area. Others were playing either pickleball, tennis, basketball, ice skating. Yeah, to see that many people on a Friday night come together,
Yeah.
especially, staff, Marinette Middle School staff was there, just in droves. They
Oh
had
my
tons of people there.
gosh.
So, yeah, it was a fun one
That's
to check out.
awesome. Yeah.
The weather wasn't perfect that Friday night, which sometimes keeps people away. But, man,
Right.
for almost 300 people there,
That's awesome.
obviously some people were interested in it.
Definitely.
One more group that I've got to recognize too, Melissa, our high school fishing team
Yes.
competed at the state tournament a couple weeks ago. They finished 28th out of about 80 different teams.
That's amazing.
Did very well. There are a couple different types of fish that they're struggling to catch that day on the ice,
okay.
but for the most part, it was just a great day. I talked to one of their advisors when they came back and said, just another opportunity that we're providing kids to
Yeah.
let them go have some fun with
Oh
all the
my
things that are
gosh,
happening.
I should say so.
Yes.
That sounds awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
And so, as I mentioned earlier, we are in the middle of spring break.
Yep.
So next week, teachers will come back. Summer learning registration. If families want to get their folks involved in the summer learning or summer school program, that
Already.
registration opens up Monday. Yeah. So
Already.
when we come back,
Oh.
exciting things happening next week.
Yes. Oh.
Bandapalooza, March 18th. That's Tuesday. Will be taking place at the high school. And for those of you that are not familiar with what Bandapalooza is, Hillary Oski, who's our band director, organizes grades 5 through 12 all in the gymnasium and moves from group to group. And what's so cool about this community event is you can see the transition that obviously at the 5th grade level it's introductory, the songs aren't as complex, but as you work your way up to that
gets-
senior band or that high school level band,
yeah.
it's just amazing. And the talent that you see, and again the support, the parents, the community that come out
It's
to watch
wonderful.
us, it's a great night. That's followed up by the next day we have our World Fest. Yes, I know you've known about that.
Yes,
There's
I
been
do.
some invites out there for things taking place on the 18th. The 19th is a Wednesday. They'll be performing at the middle school where our elementary kids will go as well as our middle school kids. And then they'll wrap their day up on Wednesday up at the high school. So thank you to Kim Brooks and Rusty Wolf for
yeah.
that opportunity because it's one of those cultural experiences that our students have an opportunity to take advantage of. And it's a great day.
And this one is the last one.
It is.
The 6th one.
Can you believe that?
That went
It went so quickly.
yeah, that was 3 years.
3 years. Yep.
Wow.
Two
Just like that.
bands a year, and it went so quickly. So
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. So it's
We need to figure out a way to have more of these.
exactly. Yes. And we can't part ways without talking a little bit about referendum. So we had our first
yes.
referendum information night last week Thursday.
How
very
did it go?
very well attended. We had about
Good.
17 community members as well as representatives from the staff
Okay.
from Marinette School District, administrators, some teachers were present. We also had representatives from the agencies that we're working with, C.D. Smith, Somerville, and Baird. So it was a great night. We had a PowerPoint presentation and then concluded with a voluntary tour. And then in between there had an opportunity for some questions and answers.
nice.
There's another one coming up on Tuesday.
Yep.
That's a daytime event. That's at 10:30 up at the high school. So if folks want to come during the day,
Oh, yeah.
there probably won't be a tour because we've got students in session at that time, but we can go through the PowerPoint and answer questions that they might have. And then the next night on the 19th, 19th, we will be at the middle school at 6 p.m. So most of the work, all of the work for this potential referendum taking place at the middle school and high school. So we've done one at the high school, one nightly event. Now our next one will be at the middle school. So those are coming up, all leading up to that April 1st school board and referendum election. So busy few weeks here, but again, an exciting busy, and we're doing our best to get out to the community the correct and accurate information of what we're seeking in this referendum, and hoping that if people have questions, they certainly can reach out to me, and I'll do my best to answer what they might have.
Absolutely.
All right.
It's all coming up really fast.
It's coming quickly in a good way. So
absolutely.
yes.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me once a month.
Oh, if I could have you twice a month, that would be great.
We can arrange that.
We can arrange that.
That's right. Very good.
All right, Corey.
Thanks,
Thank
Melissa.
You. Thank you.
Yep.
And I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the City of Marinette. And did you know that you can download the 2025 Waste Management Calendar on the city's website? You just go to marinette.wi.us for your calendar. And for Bay Cities news anytime, anywhere, go to baycitiesconnect.com. And I want you all to have a great day.